Alright, this is Precalculus Chapter 3.1, the properties of linear functions and linear models. Let's get started. Number 14, we're given with a linear function, and we're going to determine the first thing. Letter A, the slope is positive 5, and the y-intercept is negative 4. Letter B, so let's go ahead and plot the y-intercept, which is negative 4. If you go up 5 units and go towards the right by 1 unit, you see that there is the second point. Go ahead and connect these 2 points and you got the slope. Letter C, the average rate of change is basically the slope. So you can just say that that's going to equal to 5. So the linear function is increasing. Number 30, you're given with f of x and g of x. For letter A and B, we're going to be working on the f of x. So they said that if f of x is equal to 0, so knowing that the f of x is 3x plus 5, if that equals to 0, and go ahead and solve for x. X is going to equal to negative 5 over 3. For letter B, it's pretty much the same thing, but you just change from the equal sign to an inequality symbol. So just go ahead and put x is less than negative 5 over 3. For letter C, you're just going to set the f of x, which is 3x plus 5, equal to the g of x, negative 2x plus 15. If you solve for it, you're going to get that x equals to positive 2. So letter D is pretty much the same thing, that you're just changing the equal sign to the inequality symbol. So you're going to write x is greater than or equal to positive 2. Number 32, we're going to use this figure, this graph, to determine the following. So when g of x equals to 20, basically saying that when y equals to 20, what does x equal to? Which equals to 5. So when y equals to 60, x equals to negative 15. Letter C, when y equals to 0, and x is going to equal to positive 15. Letter D, when g of x is greater than 20, and this is going to be the section on the line where you circle this point, and it's going to be greater, so going up. If I show you guys this on the x-axis, x is going to equal to positive 5. And then going towards the left, towards the negative infinity, so we can write this as negative infinity, comma 5 with the parentheses on both sides. Letter E, so the g of x is less than or equal to 60. This is when x is equal to negative 15. So 60 is going to go towards the right of the graph. So you're going to write a bracket, 15, comma, positive infinity with the parentheses. For F, you know that the g of x is going to be in between 0 and 60. So 0 and 60 are right here. That means that the x is going to be in between negative 15 and positive 15. So you can write negative 15, comma, positive 15. For number 36, we're going to use this figure to figure out. So letter A, we have f of x equals to g of x. So when you see that two functions are equal to each other, we're basically looking for the point of intersection right here. And what we're looking for is actually going to be the x value of that point. So x is going to equal to positive 7. So for letter B, let's look at the g of x is less than f of x. This is the point of intersection where your x equals to positive 7. Make sure that we're going to be using the parentheses. So for the part where f of x is less than or equal to h of x, this is the point of intersection where your x is going to equal to negative 4. And we're going to use the closed circle, which is a bracket. So your x is going to be in between negative 4 and positive 7. This is how you're going to express your answer. So you put a bracket, negative 4, comma, 7, parentheses. For number 38, this is the function for the phone plan. For letter A, if we use 50 minutes, so we're going to just go ahead and plug in 0.24 multiplied by 50 plus 5, which is going to give you 12 plus 5, and that equals to $17. And that's the cost. For letter B, so let's just go ahead and find the x. If 0.24x plus 5 equals to 20.36, x is going to equal to 64 minutes. For letter C, if the cost is less than or equal to 40, just go ahead and put in the function 0.24 x plus 5 less than or equal to 40. So x is less than or equal to 145.8 minutes, but you have to round it down, so write it as 145 minutes. All right, number 40, we're going to be talking about hot dogs in the baseball game. So the equilibrium price is basically when the demand and supply equal to each other. So you want to use the D of P, set it equal to S of P. So we're going to write this as 10,000 minus 1,000 P equal to negative 2,000 plus 3,000 P. Add 1,000 P on both sides. Add 2,000 on both sides. These are canceled. So you get 12,000 equals to 4,000 P. You get 3 equals to P, which means that the price of a hot dog is $3. For letter B, we're going to be talking about what happens if the demand is less than the supply. I'm going to erase all these, but I'm going to keep the answer. I just changed the equal sign to less than, and that's going to be your answer. Price is going to be larger than $3. Continue from letter B. So what would happen to the price when your demand is less than your supply? The demand is low, meaning that less hot dogs are going to be sold. Price is eventually going to decrease. All right, that's it for this lesson. Take care.